Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a recent purchases update video. I haven't done one of these in quite a while, so I thought it was probably about time. If you're not familiar with these videos, it's basically me going through my recent purchases and updating you guys on how I've been getting along with them. I usually split it into two categories, so my hits are things that I've really been loving, and then also my misses. Thankfully, I only have one miss in this video and the rest are all hits, but I'm going to be going through each item and sharing my thoughts. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and let's get started. Before getting into my reviews though, I wanted to mention that a big sale has just gone live. So Shopbop have just launched their annual blanket discount sale. They do this a few times a year where they do a tiered discount code that is off the entire site. There are a few exclusions, but the vast majority of items are included, and it's always an amazing one to shop. I do have a whole blog post dedicated to it, so I have my picks as well as what I've ordered, as well as some of my favorite items, which I also have here as well. So included in the sale is one of my favorite items of clothing ever, which is the Cami NYC camisole. These are super expensive, so a discount is always very welcome. I actually own this in 4 colors. I love it so much, and these are all included in the classic colors as well. So the white, the navy, and the black, all 3 are included, and they're also fairly well stocked at the moment as well. Another favorite clothing piece are my jeans. So these are the DL 1961 jeans. These are called the Emma leggings, and they're called leggings, but they are actually jeans, but they fit super close. So if you like a really slim fit without any bunching or anything like that, these are great. I absolutely love them, and ever since I got them, they've been my go-to pair. Definitely recommend. They've also included my APL running shoes, which I just mentioned in my favorites video. They have these in the exact same color, so they're pale pink, and these are also included in the up to 25% off discount. And then finally, I also wanted to mention that my ARC bag is also included. Again, I have a whole blog post with all of my picks, and I mentioned all of these items as well, so I will leave that. So first up, for my hits, I wanted to talk about my 2 Gucci items. So I do have my Gucci wallet on a chain as well as my card holder. The card holder I got for Christmas from Dan, and then this one I bought just a few weeks ago. I usually don't include such recent purchases in these videos, but I've been using this a ton, so I do already have some thoughts on it. And I've got to say, I really do love it. I was completely hooked after I got the card holder, so actually I'll probably talk about this one first, but this is such an adorable piece. I absolutely love the color combination. Obviously it's a very Amy color with the pale pink and the gold hardware, but it's just such a functional little wallet. And I do say wallet as well because even though it is technically, I guess, a card holder, it does have all of the capacity of a small wallet. So you have an area for coins, you have space for cards, but you also have space for bills as well. So it really is very compact and functional. You can fit everything you need in here. Obviously it's not going to fit the same as, you know, a really long big wallet, but if you're fairly minimal with your items but you just want to carry a little bit of cash, a few coins, and your cards, this is perfect. And I think the price point is really quite good as well. It's been holding up pretty well. I've been using it fairly often, and I've got to say, I just really been loving it. So no wear and tear to speak of at the moment. Obviously this isn't years old or anything like that, but so far it's done very well, and I just think this is the cutest thing. So absolutely in love with this, very, very happy with it. Which obviously led me to my Gucci wallet on a chain. I knew I was happy with the color combination and the hardware. I thought I was happy with the leather as well. I was a bit concerned getting it in the kind of larger style, just because even though it's pebbled leather, it did seem to be a little bit smoother than usual pebbled leather. So I wasn't sure if it was going to be quite scratch prone, but I've not found that to be true. I found it to be very low maintenance, easy breezy, and just not susceptible to dirt or marks at all. So I can see nothing wrong with it. Again, obviously these aren't years and years old, but in the time that I've been using them, I've not been concerned about it, and I've not been babying them, and they've done just fine. I do really enjoy the layout as well. I think it's fantastic. I love the mirror on the inside, such a stroke of genius. And then the interior layout is also very handy as well. You have plenty of space for your cards. You also have a decent amount of space for your phone and any makeup, as well as a zipped compartment for any kind of valuable items. And then you also have a front pocket as well. All very spacious, exactly what you'd want in a wallet on a chain. And I love the fact that also the chain is easily detachable as well. So if you wanted to use it as an evening clutch, you could, and I think it makes a very nice option for that as well. I also just think that these are very well priced as well. Obviously they're still very expensive items and Gucci is hardly an inexpensive brand, so these are definitely still very luxurious, especially in the quality as well. But I do think that compared to other items which are similar style from other brands, these are priced very fairly. I think they look beautiful, the quality seems really great, and I just think they're great items. So very happy with both the wallet on chain and the card holder. Would definitely recommend if you were considering these. Next up is my Senreve Mini Maestra. I got this towards the end of last year. I think it was about autumn time when we first moved in here. I already knew I liked this style because I already own this in the ice color, which is a light blue. It's such a functional bag, so I knew I wanted to get another one, and then I saw this color, which I absolutely fell in love with. This is the Merlot color, and it is the prettiest shade. It's a kind of deep wine color, has really pretty pink undertones, because I sometimes feel like when you get a burgundy, it can look a little bit brownish, whereas this doesn't have any hint of brown in it. It's just the prettiest color, and then it also has gold hardware as well, which I think just complements it beautifully. It's very, very functional, so this is my go-to bag when I know I'm going to want to carry a lot of stuff, but I don't want to carry a large bag. It's still very much a mini bag, but it can fit so much inside. It's actually crazy. So as you can see, there is a ton of room. There's a pocket right here, 2 open pockets here, and then if you flip it round, there's a zipper pocket as well as 2 other pockets, as well as that big wide space in the middle with that beautiful contrasting blue lining. You can fit in pretty much anything that you'd want. So a water bottle, umbrella, obviously makeup, phone, all the essentials. I can also fit my vlogging camera in as well with my little tripod stand, and I can't fit that in the vast majority of my mini bag. So whenever I'm out and about vlogging, I will usually take this bag because it can fit in everything I need without looking like it's a massive bag. So I love it for that reason. I tend not to wear it with the backpack functionality. I know it can do that, but I just tend to wear it across the shoulder or by the top handle. Very comfortable to wear, super durable as well. I can't see any marks on it at all, and I have used this a ton. And I just think it's absolutely beautiful. So huge fan of this style, and the color, it really does go with everything. It's just the prettiest shade and I absolutely love it. And now for another wallet on a chain. This is my Chanel one that I got for Christmas, and this kind of reignited my love for wallet on a chains. I did mention that I was a bit nervous about it because I had previously owned a wallet on a chain from Chanel and I did not get on with it at all. But happily, I've actually really been enjoying this one so much more. I do find that the size is bigger than I remember, and I don't know why that is, because I'm sure I couldn't fit my keys in the last one, which I remember was a big issue for me. And I can with this one, and I don't know why, because I haven't changed my keys. If anything, they've gotten bigger, so it's a mystery. I don't really understand. But I have to say that I do like this, as I mentioned, a lot better than my last one. I do still have the same bugbear that I do think that the chain is still too long. I wish they made it shorter, but that really is my only issue with it. I got it in the caviar, so it has been very carefree. I love the color I got. I think it's so beautiful. Not the easiest to match, I'm not gonna lie, so I've been going very boring and just pairing it usually with an all black outfit, but I think this is gonna be perfect for summer as well, especially with lighter colors, but obviously I couldn't wait, so I have been wearing it in winter as well. The space is pretty decent. I have some tissue paper in there. The space is pretty decent. You do just have a few card slots and then the zipped compartment there. It's very similar to the Gucci, except you don't have the mirror. And then also I don't feel like the space in the middle is quite as large, because you can stretch it out, but the Gucci just has that kind of wider base, so it does mean you can fit a little bit more inside. I am planning on doing a full comparison between this one, my Gucci one, and also my Saint Laurent one, because I know a few of you have requested that, but as a kind of cursory thing, I will say that this one is a little bit smaller, but you can still fit the essentials in if you are a minimalist. Obviously, if you like to carry a ton with you, then this isn't the one, but I have been liking this a lot more, and yeah, I'm just very pleased that I think the color is beautiful, and I think this is just such a gorgeous collection from Chanel. And then moving on to one more item from Chanel, and it is my jumbo. I have been loving this so much. I got it for my birthday last year. It was kind of just a birthday gift to me. and it has completely lived up to expectations. This one took me a very, very long time to buy because these are obviously very expensive bags now. I know I have my black jumbo, but I bought that many years ago when it was a great deal cheaper. I didn't realize that the price on these had actually increased since when I bought this one. So now this is almost £5,000 in the UK. I think it's 4,800, which is just absolutely nuts. But I want to say it's worth it. Obviously, it depends on how badly you want it. I was happy to pay what I paid for it, which was 4,500. Obviously, it gets harder and harder to justify the more that they increase, but I've got to say I do still love it. I think it's such a beautiful bag. I found this color combination to be very easy to match. I had previously owned this color combo in the medium size. I'm not such a fan of the medium size from Chanel. I do prefer the jumbo, and I have been using this a ton and just really enjoying it. So you guys know how much of a fan I am of the jumbos, but yeah, this has definitely been worth it to me. I've absolutely been loving it and really been enjoying the variety between this one and my black one as well. And then finally, for my hits category, I wanted to talk about my Tory Burch Peritone because a few of you have been asking for an update. I have alluded to the fact that I've really been enjoying this bag in a few videos, but I thought I would provide another little update, which is that I really like this bag. I find it to be really comfortable to wear. I think it looks beautiful. I think that the design upgrade has really done it well, and I was a huge fan of the original Peritone design. There was nothing wrong with it, but I love how clean and minimal this one looks. I think the stamping here is beautiful. I think it looks a lot more kind of refined and subtle, and I just think it's gorgeous. I love the fact that this is detachable as well, so if you're not a fan of the big kind of emblem, you can take it off. The quality seems great. It's very lightweight, but it also seems very strong, which is what I found to be true of all Tory Burch totes. You know, they are fairly lightweight, but I've never had any quality issues with the straps or anything like that. And I do think that the divider is really great as well. You have this big old pocket here. The only thing that I would say is a bit annoying is the fact that this isn't attached to the bottom. So you do have things, if you can see that I have like papers and loose things in here, that slide kind of underneath the pocket. So that can be a bit irritating when you're trying to find like a card or something like that and it's kind of slipped in the bottom, but that is the only negative thing I can think to say about this. I think it's absolutely wonderful. I love the color. They do seem to be releasing more colors in this style as well. I've seen a pink, I've seen a red, as well as their kind of, you know, camel and gray and blue. But I'm very happy with this color. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So definitely recommend if you're looking for a good work tote but you don't want to spend, you know, Louis Vuitton prices. I think this is a great choice. It's absolutely stunning, and yeah, I just love mine to bits. Next up are my misses. So these are all the items which didn't work out quite so well. I thought I only had one, but I actually forgot I have two, so not quite as good. The first pair, or the first item, are a pair of boots. So these are from Alexander Wang. I believe these are called the Gabby boots. They're pretty famous. They've been around for a while, so they're part of Alexander Wang's permanent line, and I saw these online. I thought they were so cute. I don't know if I've ever actually showed these on my channel before. I don't think I did when I first bought them. I got them from Shopbop a little while ago, and I do think they are so cool. I mean, look at that. They're just all black leather. They have a zip on the side, which is rose gold with some more rose gold accent detailing there. And it's this cutout detail. Like, how cool do they look? They are so unusual. Absolutely love the way they look. They're very comfortable. The leather is beautiful, but I find these so difficult to style, and I don't know if it's because of the kind of jeans I wear, but no matter what I do, I just can't get them to sit right. So if I tuck them in, they look weird and they bunch. If I roll my jeans up, again, doesn't work. And I just can't get them to look good with the outfits that I wear. So anytime I go to put these on, I end up changing out of them and reaching for something else. Very upset because they definitely weren't cheap, and I'd heard so much about them, so many rave reviews, and I just can't get them to work for me. So if you also own these, please let me know how you wear them, how you style them, and what kind of jeans you wear, because certainly with my skinny jeans, I don't seem to be getting anywhere. So yeah, very upset because I do think they are absolutely beautiful boots, but these are at the moment just collecting dust in my closet. And then finally, for my very last item, I do have my Gucci Marmont belt. This is in the brown. You guys know how much I love my black one. I still wear it all the time. I still think it's such a great piece, and I loved it so much that I thought that a natural purchase was the brown version. and I've got to say I've not worn this at all. I thought I would get so much use out of it just because I do reach my black one literally all the time, and I have done pretty much ever since I got it, but that just hasn't been the case. And I think this is probably a classic example of me shopping for the wardrobe which I wish I had, or the kind of clothes that I wish I wore versus what I actually wear and how I actually dress, which is pretty unexciting. You know, I tend to gravitate towards the items which I know and love and am familiar with on a daily basis, and this belt apparently isn't part of that. So in my head I was going to team this with a lot of floral dresses, maybe some white jeans, and again I've just not reached for it at all. So very unfortunate. I think the lesson here is that just because you love one thing doesn't mean you need to buy it in multiple colors. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but yeah, still a huge fan of my black one, would still highly recommend it, but this brown one has sadly been very unloved and was definitely a mistaken purchase on my part. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I will leave links to everything down below in the description section, but if you do have any other questions for me, then let me know down below in the comments. If you enjoy these recent purchases update videos, please do give this a thumbs up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.